Today, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development announced Texas is set to receive nearly $19 million in additional funding from floods in 2015 and 2016.
Of that amount, nearly $1 million will go to the city of San Marcos to assist from the Memorial Day weekend and All Saints Day floods. But how will that money be spent?
The Night Beat's Michael Perchik has the story, all new at 10.
It's been more than 2 years since the first of the 2015 flood struck San Marcos.
I guess you could say it was like a nightmare in reality.
Eddie Hernandez grew up in the Blanco Gardens subdivision, one of the hardest hit areas during both floods. His family did not have flood insurance, meaning they had to pay about $5,000 out of pocket to fix their home.
It was very stressful. I mean, trying to come up with the funds from working or borrowing.
On Tuesday, the city received some news that can affect families like the Hernandezes. The Department of Housing and Urban Development earmarked another $935,000 to the city, adding to the nearly $33 million of federal funds they received thus far.
There's no way that the city of San Marcos could ever afford to write a check for $33 million.
Mayor John Tomaitis said in total there's about $100 million worth of needs. Because of that, the breakdown of every dollar is essential. Of the $33,794,000 the city has received, about $25 million has been allotted like this. 30% will go towards fixing, rebuilding, or buyouts of homes. 50% will go towards more infrastructure to help prevent future floods. Another 15% towards planning initiatives, and 5% towards administrative costs. That 30% breaks down to about $7.5 million, which
is going to go directly to homeowners' bank accounts. It's going to help them refurbish the homes that were damaged. So far we've had 56 applications.
As for the remaining funds, while it will go towards similar initiatives, city officials add it won't necessarily have the same breakdown. While Hernandez called for better drainage and more water gauges, he said he'd like relief from the money his families had to pay.
A lot of the homeowners here were straining on money and finances, just trying to get their lives back to normal.
A plea for normalcy many can relate to. In San Marcos, I'm Michael Perchik, KVUE News Night Beat.